Welcome to round 2 of the 2020 SCMT Racing Series. I'm your host, Charlie Seungtai, and alongside me is Tommy Mason. And today, it's race 1 at OCRC Raceway. And all I can say, Tommy, is it's great to be back racing.
Good to be back racing. You can see it's sun out, but we're going to be racing indoors at the OCRC complex.
And as you can see, track prep is underway. And it's been a while since these guys have been able to race. They were supposed to race in February for round 2, but had a unexpected delay, obviously with everything happening COVID-19, but the racers are ready. And as you can see, we even have Eric Swanson in the house. So good to see him out here racing. As we take a look at the keys to the race, this is the first race since COVID-19, so we're going to see if rust is going to be a factor. There was a venue change. We were supposed to run an outdoor track. Now we're back at OCRC Raceway for the third time in 4 races. And we're going to be running a very difficult Crazy 8 layout as we see a Proline track preview, the Lucas Oil Crusader of Sean Johnson, Tommy.
Pretty interesting track. You can see where this track is going to be technical. That spot right there is going to be the spot that I think wins and loses races. Yeah, these trucks can jump, but if you can't get through those corners on this carpet track, we've seen it bite plenty of people.
And I think it's also very easy to overdrive as well. As we take a look at the qualifying results, top 9 get byes, so these drivers get to relax for the first round and see how their competition does as they make final adjustments to their vehicles. As we take a look at the 10th through 23rd place qualifiers, we see a lot of new names, Tommy, a lot of familiar faces with new trucks, so it's going to be interesting to see new trucks, 3-month layoff. How do you think rust is going to be a factor today?
You know, I think it's going to be quite a bit too, just because these drivers are all antsy to go back to racing. They've got to get through these rounds.
As we move ahead to our first matchup of the first round, and look already, Tommy, some mind games at the starting line already.
Either that or they forgot how to stage. A little bit of rust coming back here.
As we see, it's going to be Dumb Tough versus Buddha. And even start off the line, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, that was a picture-perfect start. Oh, but then we lose the body. He was already having some big problems there.
So tough break for Buddha. It looks like Dumb Tough is going to take the win in this round and move on to round 2.
That was stupid fast.
Buddha finishes his run, and Dumb Tough decides he wants to do some freestyle already. Both of these guys are ready, so...
Yeah. Well, they already ran into each other at the staging lanes. So they might as well just finish this battle off. Nothing like Velcro.
That's right. As we move ahead, our next matchup is going to be Gravedigger Pink versus Thor. So our buddy Levi Scones in a brand new truck with a Thor. Oh,
yeah, they're pretty even so far. We got a race. But a front flip and endo will end this round.
So it looks like Thor can just idle this home as long as he can stay off the walls and not miss the jumps. And Levi Scones will be heading to round 2.
Tough break. That was just some good battles there. That the nose just came and met the ground before the wheels did.
As we move ahead, it is Eric Swanson's Obsessed versus the Fernando Express. So Fernando Martinez's second new truck, the Fernando Express.
Through the corner. Oh, they're both having trouble. They're running over each other.
Now Fernando has the edge going into the second turn.
And Swanson up on his lid.
So your winner going to round 2 will be the Fernando Express.
Eric Swanson too hard through that corner, like I told you about at the beginning of this broadcast.
Our next pair at the line already, it's going to be the Mohawk Warrior versus the Destroyer.
Thought that was Del Scorcho for a second.
Yeah, we could use a Del Taco sponsorship. As they get off the line, and looks like Mohawk Warrior with the lead early on. Oh, on 2 wheels, but saves it.
He's got to get through this clean. No pressure.
And looks like Chris Rabali will be moving on to round 2 with the Mohawk Warrior.
And a little bit of freestyle. Why not?
As we move ahead, we're going to see the Mutant Machine versus Scarlet Bandit.
Two pairs of SUVs launching up the line. So far, pretty close.
Looks like Mutant has the lead going into the second turn. Oh.
And that corner, it's still tricky no matter how fast or slow. It looks like the drivers have kind of slowed down going through the corner, but the exit still is tripping some of these drivers up.
But it will be Travis Letcher and the Mutant moving on as we get a look at Levi's second new truck, the AmeriQuest Freedom. He'll be coming up a little bit later. But our next pair at the line will be the Gravedigger of Kyle Rabali versus the Black Pearl, Travis Letcher. So Letcher's already moving on once with his other truck, Mutant, and we're going to see if he can get both of his trucks in the second round. At the moment, Gravedigger has the lead.
Oh, a bad bounce there. Kind of just making their own track.
Close race going to the final turn, Tommy. Oh, they both missed the front.
Oh, now what do you do? Now what do you do?
That was a really, really close finish. Both of them talking about it, not really sure who got it, but officials say it's going to be the Black Pearl, Travis Letcher. So Letcher getting both of his trucks into the second round as we take a look at the replay. And this was a seesaw race, Tommy.
As they all had their struggles. Here's the first struggle for Gravedigger. Just about endos it at the line. And then they both miss a ramp. Right there, that would have already been some disqualifications, except for they both missed it and had a photo finish.
So what a race, Tommy. As we see the next two trucks, it's the Obsessed Machine versus AmeriQuest. Levi with a hole shot.
Not bad, but right there through the first corner.
And Obsessed has now retaken the lead. Coming off the second corner, heading to the final turn. And it looks like the Obsessed Machine of Chris Rabali will take the win. So Chris Rabali getting both of his trucks in the second round. And up next will be the second round. But first we got to pay some bills. The SCMT Racing Series is brought to you by Proline, racing to bring you the best. J Concepts. And Spectrum, leaders in spread spectrum technology.
Hi, I'm Cole Custer, and you're watching Low Budget TV.
Welcome back to OCRC for the SCMT Racing Series. It's round 2, race 1. And now, Tommy, we are in the round 2 matchups. As you can see, a lot of heavy hitters in this one, including your top qualifier, Trevor Adamo, in the launch control. He'll be the first pair matched up with Lucas Oil Crusader. So even though Crusader got the bye, he's going to have to face launch control round 1. Tough matchup for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Now's not the round that you mess up. You got the heavy hitters in this one, the top qualifiers, who all sat back and watched. And you can see,
almost didn't get his front tires fully on that ramp, but just barely got it. And it will be Trevor Adamo taking the win as Sean Johnson and Lucas Oil Crusader hucks it. But we'll have to wait until the next race as we see the next matchup will be Dumb Tough versus Bro Camino. Another new truck, the Bro Camino.
love to see these new trucks entering the SCMT series.
Got a close race again, Tommy.
And who's it going to be at the line? Wheelie!
Oh! Who got it?
It looks like Dumb Tough.
Yeah,
From my view.
They're looking at it. Zach McKenzie's doing his best to lobby the officials, but the officials agree that it is Dumb Tough taking the win by the closest of margins.
I think Bro Camino was still up in the air, just up and down on the ground. While Bro Camino was catching him, something went down the line. That's kind of.
As we look at the replay,
Gotta see here. To me, off of the first instant view that I saw, which was live and in person, it looked like Dumb Tough had it. Let's see. Oh, man.
it was close, but Dumb Tough will be moving on to round 3. And our next matchup is Michael Letcher and the Bounty Hunter versus Levi Scones with Thor. Scones with the upset in the first round. We'll see if he can continue that magic get his way to round 3. Looks like Bounty Hunter with a slight lead off the jump.
Still plenty of corners. The jump left to go.
And that carpet got him, Tommy.
And how about, could you say that this is another upset?
I think it definitely is. Michael's still trying to get back on his wheels, but it's going to be Levi Scones with the Thor dropping the hammer and going to round 3. Our next pair will be the Fernando Express versus Hang Time. So Fernando Martinez versus Trevor Damo's second truck. And problems for Fernando off the line. And this is going to give the win to Trevor.
Got to get a clean run. That's not how you do it, though.
So a little bit vulnerable in this round, but he dodges that bullet. So Trevor gets his second truck to the next round as Fernando finishes his run. Maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity for Fernando.
There's Levi.
So looking up the ladder, seeing who his next opponent will be as we move along. It's the Falcon Tire Express versus the Mohawk Warrior.
So Mohawk had his advancement up against one of your fast time qualifiers.
Pretty even.
Right here, we are even. Oh, just trying to keep it on the wheels.
Oh, and Mohawk Warrior up and over. He knew he had some ground to make up, so he had to push it, but tough break for Mohawk Warrior as the Falcon Tire Express moves on to round 3.
So we've got it all in this round so far. Some upsets, some crashes.
Close races. As we see, it's going to be now the Mutant versus Fire Gravedigger. So another variation of Gravedigger at the line. Oh, Mutant with the hole shot. Oh, and a flip for Fire Gravedigger. So tough break for Gravedigger. And it looks like Mutant just has to idle this one home, Tommy.
Look at this. So we are getting the full mix out of these races here. Gravedigger upside down, Travis Letcher to the win, and Mutant, man, couldn't even write a script this good.
Yeah, as you take a look at that awesome Bad Habit machine versus the Black Pearl. So another new machine, the Bad Habit, making their 2020 debut here on Low Budget TV. And looks like Bad Habit will take the win, so Michael Letcher will be moving on. And our next matchup will be the Roush Performance Machine of Michael Iacono versus the Obsessed Machine of Chris Ribali.
Off to the line, very even, through the corners even.
Still even. Oh, but slight mistake. Oh, and
gets worse.
So just goes from bad to worse for Obsessed as Michael Iacono takes the win in Roush Performance.
Little showboating.
Yeah, doing donuts around his opponent. So tough break for the Obsessed Machine. But up next, after the break, will be round 3. The SCMT Racing Series is brought to you by Verizon Hobby, Axial, and MKS Servotech.
Hi, I'm Noah Gregson, and you guys are watching Low Budget TV.
Welcome back to OCRC Raceway, where today it's the SoCal Monster Trucks taking over for round 2 of their championship as we look at the round 3 matchups down to the final 8 trucks. Tommy, we got some names that maybe we weren't expecting to see here.
Like this one right here? No, I'm kidding.
We got Dumb Tough versus Launch Control. So
this is the guy that I figured with that dumb-looking truck. No, I'm kidding. He's been dumb tough with dumb luck, but here he goes.
Actually putting up a big fight right now, leading into last turn.
Oh! It spins out at the back end. Adamo to the line.
So Fernando gave it a great run, but Trevor Adamo was able to pull it off. And we'll see if he could put his second truck in the semis. It'll be Hang Time versus Thor. So Levi Scones and the Thor just will not say die. Finds himself in round 3 against Trevor Adamo.
Off the line evenly. To the corner, it looks like definitely Trevor has the advantage, but that has not been the easy street for a lot of these trucks.
But it looks like he will bring this one home. So it's been a great day for Levi, but his run will come to an end as Trevor puts both of his trucks in the semifinals. And as we can see, it's the Falcon Tire Express coming up next versus Mutant. So Travis Letcher, another guy that's fought his way from the bottom of the ladder to this point, with a tough draw here against Michael Iacono.
That's what makes these SCMT events so much fun, when you've got so many competitors.
Iacono got on the bike, almost threw it away, but saves it. And looks like he's going to bring this one home.
Almost spilled it at the pivotal part of this track. Could you imagine if Mutant was going to go to the semis?
As we look, our final matchup of the round will be Roush Performance versus Bad Habit. So Iacono trying to get his second truck into the semis as well. And they're off the line, and it looks like...
Oh, we got a two wheels. Two wheels possibly not on, but we still got a drag race. Nope, not anymore.
And looks like Iacono will get his second truck. So Adamo and Iacono get both of their trucks in the semis, Tommy. So coming up next will be the semis and the finals, as Michael Letcher picks up some pieces from his truck. And we will bring you those semis and finals after this break. The SCMT Racing Series is brought to you by A-Main Hobbies, MIP, and Low Budget TV.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Cole Custer, and you're watching Low Budget TV.
Welcome back to OCRC Raceway for the SCMT Racing Series, and it's now down to the semifinals. Launch Control versus Hang Time, and Falcon Tire Express versus Roush Performance. And Tommy, those trucks are all driven by the same drivers. They can't race themselves, so looks like they're all going to do singles and just pick which truck goes the fastest to go to the finals.
Interesting. I mean, this has always been a question of mine, is what happens if you've got some of the best joining together, and this is what's going to happen.
So this is sort of like qualifying now, and we're going to see if maybe they take some alternate lines. Oh, no big deal for Launch Control. Now we see Trevor's second truck with the hang time. Let's see which one goes the fastest. He's tried both lanes now. First run was in the left lane. This run's going to be in the right lane. And we're going to see which one is quickest for him.
They both look quick to me, except for he's on the other end. Smashes it up at the end of the track.
As we move ahead, now Michael Iacono gets his two runs. First run's going to be the Falcon Tire Express. Look at that aggressive line off that jump. Already lining himself up for the turn even before he even lands. Just have to be careful not to clip that freestyle ramp that is on the inside. And it looks like he's going to just opt for that one run and is going to go with the Falcon Tire Express. And Adamo is going to be going with Hang Time.
Gotta strike when it's hot.
So Iacono takes that left lane. As we take a look at his road to the finals, he defeated Mohawk Warrior, Mutant, and Roush Performance to get to the final round. And he'll be facing the Hang Time machine of Trevor Adamo. As we take a look at his road to the finals, defeating the Lucas Oil Crusader, Dumb Tough, and Launch Control. So kind of a case of the usual suspects, Tommy. These two guys have usually been the two fastest guys. Not a big surprise to see them in the finals again.
Not at all, but it makes for a great battle for every corner, down every straightaway, and across every ramp. It's going to be pivotal.
And off the line, looks like Hang Time with the advantage.
Oh, when he spins and he breaks a tie rod in the back end.
Unbelievable turn of events, Tommy, and Michael Iacono will bring this one home. Tough break for Trevor Adamo. You hardly see a SoCal monster truck chassis break. I mean, they're both running the same chassis, so seldom do they break, but the win will go to Michael Iacono. So the Falcon Tire Express outlasts the competition today, as we see a very rare sight, Tommy.
Broken, and you gotta wonder, did those time trial runs help or hurt? That'll be decided and debated all the way until the next round of racing.
As we take a look at the replay, it was shaping up to be a very close race. Hang time with the edge, but you never know what's going to happen. But once that tie rod broke, that was all she wrote.
And it looked very calm, very easy. The only thing that could have possibly broken it was on that round.
As we throw it to Michael Iacono.
Talk about that final round. It was a pretty crazy race. It was you and Trevor again, usual suspects.
Yeah.
Walk us through that race.
Luckily I went into it having lane choice. I knew that going in, so I knew I had a slight edge over him. I liked the left lane, so I stayed there. Started out good. I knew first corner I was a little bit behind, so I tried to gas it and cut the corner, as you saw. Didn't quite make it right, cut a little too hard. Landed on the corner of the ramp, but the truck took it like a champ. Didn't upset it, it kept going. About halfway down the straightaway, I heard people yelling about Trevor's truck. I knew he was broke, so last corner I took it easy, just tried to DQ myself and get the win.
Well, Tommy, as you can see, the SCMT track crew is already hard at work, ready trying to get that second track prepared. But that'll be all for today. So what are your final thoughts on the day as we see the drivers are ready, thrashing on their trucks?
As they get to thrashing, I'm just so relieved and happy to see SCMT Racing back after the long COVID off season and back better than ever.
Yep, a lot of close races, a lot of fantastic action today, and race 2 will be back at OCRC Raceway on Low Budget TV. But that's all we have for now. So for Tommy Mason, I'm Charles Youngtai, and we'll see you next time we go monster truck racing with the SCMT Racing Series on Low Budget TV.